All right, Shalom, Akim, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, our elders, the great millstone who taught us his truth. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity. So I just turned the video recording on, or the recorder on, and I'm just going to go in the spirit. And the times that we're in, there's so much talk about World War III. And we know that to be biblical prophecy. We know that America in the Bible is codenamed Babylon, codenamed Egypt. All these different names biblically, spiritually, that's what their name is. And we know that Russia, all these other nations are going to participate and have their hand in destroying America. And we're at a time where it's very, very the rhetoric of war is very hot, But I just want to, just remind the believers out there, the Akim know this, that before really this World War III takes place, the RFID microchip is going to come. That's really the next big, prophecy that needs to take place. Okay. World War III is not going to start. We are in the beginning stages of World War III, but those missiles are not going to start flying across the different hemispheres until this mark of the beast, okay, which is the RFID microchip, it takes off. Until the elites start pushing that chip, all right, really, things are hot, and it's good, and we are going to prophesy, and we're letting you know biblical prophecy. We're letting you know that that World War III is at the cusp, okay, that is at the door. We know that. We understand that, okay? At the same time, you have to realize that there's other prophecies that need to come to pass, namely that RFID, okay? This is a radio frequency device, okay, that they're going to put inside your hand or in your forehead, according to Revelation, the 13th chapter. Okay, the actual word in there, mark, in the Hebrew, is karagma, which means an incision. So we're actually going to cut your hand and put a radio frequency device, or NFC chip, as they call it, and over there in Europe, they're going to place it in your hand. Now, this is the same technology that's in your phone, okay? Which the phone does have the technology, but it's not the mark of the beast, okay? Now, in order for all these things to take place, that this chip has to come, and we want the mark of the beast to come, and that's really when you're going to start to see a lot of insurrections, okay, amongst the people, because it says it causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, meaning they're going to have everybody receive this chip. Okay, everybody's going to have to take this chip. Now, they're going to be those who do not take this chip. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, also the confusion of faith Israelites, the Israelite Gentiles, which the Israelite Gentiles are nothing but Israelites that don't know that they're Israelites, and they look like the other nations, the Israelite foreigners. Okay, you have some of our people, very little, that don't know that they're Israelites. Okay, a lot of Jakes have heard it. When I say Jake, meaning Jacob, you Israelites, a lot of Jake heard it, but they just don't accept it. So they're going to die. They're going to die here in America. Okay, they're going to die with the heathen and the so-called white men, the Edomites. All right, but really, in order for this World War III to pop off, okay, this mark of the beast has to take place. Now, I'm in transit. Just give me a second. I want to bring out a scripture, okay, because things might cool down, and this how it always happens. Okay, things cool down, so to speak, and people go on to their regular life, okay, like nothing happened. So this is a scripture, 1 Corinthians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, all right, when they shall say everything we worked it over, okay, nothing's going to happen. The so-called war is nothing but a fragment of your imagination. We worked this out diplomatically. Okay, it's going to come a time like that, all right, because at this same time right now, life is going on. See, there's going to be a next big attack, really, that's going to change up everything. It's going to change up the way that you live your life. Okay, any day now, As soon as the Lord, he says he gives the angels the go for this next so-called attack, whether it be a false flag, whether it be a pocket nuke that goes off, or whether a nuclear missile does fly off and hit one of these countries. Okay? But all-out nuclear war is not going to take place until this mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, is being pushed. So let me read that again. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and says, and they shall not escape. So you have to be very careful when they say everything's all right. Okay, everything is going according to plan. We worked this out diplomatically. Okay, we're allied nations. Okay, because all these nations, they're going to agree with the beast for a moment. Okay, the EU, okay, NATO, these other nations, they're already going into that digital society. China, Pakistan, these so-called third world countries. Now, me and a brother was talking about it the other day, and we were just talking, and we kind of stumbled across the same information about you have what they call the non-banked generation, which in these third world countries, because of America imperialism, okay, and control on all the banks, a lot of these countries, because they're in so-called terrorist territories, okay, with Al-Qaeda and different parts of Africa, a lot of those countries, they're not linked into a bank account. A lot of those countries don't have bank accounts, okay, but they have a chip. They have the cell phone. A lot of these underdeveloped countries, they have a cell phone. And the cell phone, that technology is going to be placed inside your hand. Ultimately, what they're trying to do is, they said because of the blockchain technology and the cell phone technology, which really what they're alluding to is the RFID, is that they can connect the whole world, okay, into a banking system so they can make digital payments. Because everything in society is going to be digitized. And the elites, the powers that be, they're already setting up the whole world for this. You can actually go to the bank, you can go to an ATM and put your phone. You can put your phone to the RFID reader, and you don't even need a debit card. Okay? And these different stores, a lot of them, you just have the chip, or you have the so-called the RFID reader, which you just wave your phone there, all right, and it'll pick up on the information, and then you can pay like that. So everything's already being digitized. Everything's already being put on the blockchain. It's already been proven that you can make payments with an RFID microchip. All right, there's a video on BuzzFeed, which I tried to put up months back, but it immediately got blocked. And I believe the name is, it's something around the lines of, I put a RFID microchip in my hand and made payments. Something around there. Don't quote me exactly, but you can a payment chip. I put a payment chip in my hand, and basically is a Edomite, so-called white man with the chip in his hand, okay, the RFID, and he's out there in Sweden. Now Sweden is one of those technological advanced cities that they're pushing the chip in. The majority of transactions are all done virtually, okay, digitally, okay, with RFID card readers. So, me saying that, I kind of deviated a little bit. Me saying that, okay, ultimately, this war is not going to take place, okay, until that RFID microchip comes. Okay, there's a couple of prophecies that still need to take place, okay, and to bring all the nations are being brought into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All these nations are stirring up against each other. But remember that RFID microchip has to come. So you're going to really start seeing, when they push that chip hard, that's how you know we almost out of here. That's how you know Jacob's trouble is going to come. And soon, right after that, it's going to be rapid. You're going to have the Third World War. Okay? So, I just wanted to, that was on my spirit, because you have all these guys, these alternative media, which we are so-called alternative media, the prophets of the Lord. But really, we have everything. See, these other guys, these other groups, even these guys that try to, go into different world events, and they bring out very, very good facts. We get a lot of stuff from these guys they actually go into in depth. But we have that spiritual eye salve. We can weed out, okay? We can pluck out the bones, so to speak. We know what's truths and we know what's lies because the Lord, he has given us that discernment. So really, you have to come to us if you really want to know what's going on, okay? Because those guys are watching our videos, and you're gonna see that nobody's gonna have the answers but the prophets of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. All right, that Yahweh is the name of the Father, okay, and Yahweh Shai is the name of his Son, who the world ignorant called God and Jesus Christ, okay? Those are not his names. I just gave you his proper names. Yahweh, Wah, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Wah in the Hebrew means and, okay? So you're gonna see that even these top nations, they're gonna bring us, okay, to these counselors. They're gonna bring us to these different judges, these different leaders to act what the hell is going on in the earth. All right, we've been telling you, all right, that all these bad things are going to happen in the earth, and you know what? You've been turning a blind eye. You know who hasn't been turning a blind eye? Is the elites. The elites of this society. They know exactly what's going on. But you know what? The Lord did not give them the power to stop it, okay? The Lord did not give them the power to stop it. But let me just bring out this scripture real quick. They are going to come. They are going to come. They are going to wrap us up because it's going to get too out of hand. Because it's going to be the internet's going to be flooded with so much truth that they have no other, what's it called, option but to try to come grab us up, okay? Because their lives are being destroyed as we speak, okay? So let me just bring out this last scripture, and I pretty much made the point. I ain't trying to beat it into you, you know. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west. All right, and we're in the western hemisphere. All right, and we fear the name of the Lord. And the glory from the rising of the sun. Okay? And then the sun rises in the east. Okay, and sets in the west. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the enemy is talking about the military of the so-called white man. The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So it's not Esau's time to roll on us right now, but it is going to come a time when the so-called white man is going to roll on the prophets of the Lord. But then the Lord, he's gonna lift up a standard, meaning that spiritual power. Okay. Yeah, and it sounds all dramatic, and it sounds all, sci-fi. Well, yeah, it is. It is. All right. It's gonna be the highest level movie that you ever gonna experience. You're gonna experience this 4D. Okay, you're gonna actually experience this, and you better pray like hell that you on the Lord's good side. Okay, because if not, you're gonna get caught out there. All right, so there's nothing else good coming to America nor around the world until the nation of Israel is established on the planet Earth and ruled in total righteousness. Okay, so remember, this World War III is not going to take off. It's not going to come to its height until the RFID microchip is being pushed. And you can read about that in Revelation, the 13th chapter. And you can read about the judgment of that in Revelation, the 14th chapter, okay? I believe 14, and you can start at, I think it's 9, okay? 14, let me see. Yep, and start at 9, all right? So with that, Shalom.